like hella organic. I like to like take it's like everybody for the most part is like new music coming out 2018. I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but Stardom music, solo music, it's all coming like full circle 2018 visuals. We on these niggas. Like come to London on a whim and do interviews and do parties and just link and connect with people. Like I don't have to go through no like crazy ass like, you feel me, press run or press schedule. I can literally be like boom boom boom, hey bro, like I'm trying to shoot with y'all, you trying to style? Hell yeah, hey let me link with bro at the mag, boom boom boom, like quick shit, just like off the muscle, off the strength. Like to me that's freedom, is like being able to be like, nah, I met boom boom boom, I met this designer, I met this journalist, and I'm able to connect those dots like firsthand versus somebody making a phone call and having this shit happen for me. Shit, my parents, they was both school teachers. So like, I was pretty like, I was fortunate enough to like, I ain't had to struggle too much when I was young. I could just focus on the music, work a job, and I still, you feel me, like have a place to stay, have food to eat. So like, for a minute, like, I don't know, like I was like, trying to figure shit out. Like I was working at the grocery store and shit, staying in the apartments in Village Lake and Charlotte and East Mac. And like, I don't know, like after like getting a taste of the work life, cause I ain't really do college, I was like, man, I ain't fucking with this shit. Like, I need to make something shake. So I come home from work, like, you feel me? Like, get on the beats, be tired as fuck, had to get up and go to work the next day type shit. But just grinding for real. And then I was putting music on SoundCloud while I was living in Charlotte. And the manager I got now, Ty, hit me and was like, yo, I'm trying to manage you. So I'm like, smooth, ain't nobody hit me trying to manage me. So I'm like, fuck it, if this can get me out this job, you feel me? And from there, I moved out to LA. And it seemed like after that, everybody we played the music for was just fucking with it. Like, hella organic. I like to like take my time with it. I kind of do the same shit now. Even when I was dropping music like on SoundCloud and was barely dropping shit, like, I still took my time with this shit. So I wouldn't like drop music for like months and then I'd come out with a song and that shit would do more numbers than the shit that I put out last time. So really just like taking my time with it. I ain't just want to throw shit out. 2015, 2016, the first track I did when I got to LA was Invite Me. I went to Pablo Dylan's house in like the hills. We recorded that shit like fresh off the plane. And then from there, like, that was like me linking with the producers that my manager introduced me to. This is Brent Faiyaz, and I'm here with the Fader. Being from Maryland is like everybody for the most part is like doing their own thing, or like, I don't know, it's real competitive. I think a lot of it comes from it being like an area with a lot of schools and a lot of sports, so it's dumb competitive. Honestly, I feel like me being from Maryland is like in everything I do. From the way I talk to the way I like make my songs hit people, I make sure that they hit people from that particular area. Like if you're from where I'm from, then you know what it is.
He's much of a perfectionist as people say he is.
Oh yeah. We both perfectionists in the same way. So we might be in there all day just cutting one little part, you know what I mean? But we got a lot of joints together. So I'm excited for them to come out too.
How many joints would you say you guys have?
I say like a good, 5 to 6.
Okay, that's a nice little EP right there.
Yeah, good 5 to 6.
I read that you described Wasteland as this post-pandemic clusterfuck. Do you think? I like that. For lack of a better words, do you think the conditions have improved or will ever improve?
I see them improving.
Okay.
I'm seeing the world, open back up and people being more optimistic about where everything is going. But ultimately, we still kind of healing from that. But yeah, I'm saying everything is back open. I don't know, for the most part, but then you got monkeypox and all type of other shit. Like, I feel like the moments one thing is better, it's like a whole nother thing, it just go on and on.
But the craziness of, like, you said Fuck the World came out and then the world changed, right? And it's like, you really were a great success story in this pandemic, in this toughest part the world seen. You leveled up career-wise. Like, talk about that and how did that make you feel, like, going through all this real-life stuff, but at the same time, your career is really picking up.
I mean, it felt amazing, just to celebrate a win, but at the same time, I was also, feeling pretty guilty about it. I feel like I couldn't really enjoy it. I couldn't really share that, you know what I mean? So it was almost like when you got people calling you and telling you there's people dying and I done lost my job and da-da-da. What do you say on the phone to that? How you been? Amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you...
Just made $100K off streaming or something like that?
Yeah, so you got to be like, man, I'm hanging in there, you feel me? Just like everybody else.
Because you had said, like, I saw an interview, I think it was with Nadeska, you had said that you was living the life of, like, going to, like, a George Floyd protest, getting tasered. I mean,
The tear gas.
Getting tear gas, going to strip club that night, and in the studio, like, just those highs and lows,
Right.
like the craziness of life.
Yeah,
at that
but
time.
that's Atlanta, period, though. Atlanta just don't make no damn sense. I think that's part of why I love it so much. It doesn't make any sense. Atlanta was like nuts during that time. And they tear gases when we was out front of the hotel, bro. We weren't even really doing shit. We had been protesting all day on big bullshit, you feel me? But this is when we got back to the hotel. There's kids and shit outside, bro. Motherfucker just tear gas like
Christopher Brentwood, born September 19, 1995, known as Brent Faiyaz, is an American R&B star from Columbia, Maryland. He started as a SoundCloud rapper in the early 2010s with his debut EP, Black Child, in 2013, but the EP had a blend of his signature singing style but shows off his more, rapping skills, which he would come back to in his sophomore album. But ultimately, with being a singer, he rose to prominence following his guest performance alongside Shy Glizzy and Goldlink in 2016. None can learn and none goes on there, so I guess he'd focus on the music. Following that, in October of 2016, Brent Faiyaz formed a group named Sonder with the record producers D-Pat and Atu. The group released their debut single, Too Fast.
Fashion to like the most popular artists. Drake hit me. I met TylerTheCreator at the Grammys. He was like, yo, your shit fire. I'm like, appreciate it. This is people like I didn't even know was really like liking the music like that. We're like, yo, your shit is fire. I'm like, thanks. So I was like 18, 19, like with my brother. I was living in Charlotte. That was the grind, man. Just like washing my work clothes in the sink and like shaking roaches off my shoes and shit before I put them on, type of thing. Then from there, like just working on music at the crib. I moved to LA. Moved in with my manager I got now. I was sleeping in the floor in his closet. That shit was hardwood. I used to have to put like 2 covers down just to lay down on it. And then shit, slow grind.
At the height of the pandemic, Faiyaz released his 4th EP, Fuck the World. It peaked number 20 on the Billboard Hot 200. And on September 18th, a day before his birthday, he released the single Dead Man Walking. He returned with a new single, Gravity, in 2021. And his produced songs featured TylerTheCreator, which provides a very spacey verse, while Faiyaz sings certain loves and raps in a distilled voice. Faiyaz's style is very distinct, and when Brent Faiyaz is on the song, you will feel his presence in the music. In 2021, Faiyaz released Wasting Time featuring Drake, following his appearance on tracks from Baby Keem's The Melodic Blue, Thames' If Orange Was the Place. Faiyaz released Mercedes to tease his project titled Wasteland, which would take over every single chart on Billboard the following year. In 2023, Faiyaz founded his own label and creative agency, ISO Supremacy, in a joint venture deal with United Masters. Rumored to be worth about $50 million, the creative company would sign a joint venture deal with Pulse Records, a subsidiary of Concord Music Group. In an interview with Billboard, Faiyaz spoke on the new record deal. Our partnership with Pulse Music Group since day one has been transformative. In launching my new label, ISO Supremacy, and partnering with Pulse Records, we've created a platform to give artists like Tommy Richmond, who blew up with $1 Million Baby, the song that was released about 3 months ago at this current time. The creative home with the ability to scale a global impact, and a team that is accessible, who keeps creativity at the forefront. We're going to continue to make history. Following Faiyaz's new record deal, he released 2 singles, Coco Jones' Assisted Moment of Your Life and Where You At on September 19, 2023. The singles appeared on Faiyaz's album, Larger Than Life, which was released October 27, 2023, which appeared on number 23 or 25 of the Billboard Hot 200. The album provides a peek into Faiyaz's life, delving into the challenges he faces navigating fame and expectations of consistency, producing music while upholding the intense pressure of, being larger than life. In response to these pressures, Faiyaz capitalizes on sharing the stories of romantic and sexual relationships, being that Brent Faiyaz is who you would put on in the bedroom playlist usually, giving listeners an intimate and personal insight into his experience. His artistry is, well, he gets influences from the like of Lauryn Hill, Tupac Shakur. He is said to listen to more hip-hop based music and rap music than any form of R&B whatsoever, but they have played impact into his style of R&B, which has changed the landscape and has, well, formed a mini genre to say, suited for Brent Faiyaz. Faiyaz has stated that his writing is the most important part of his recording process for him. I think it touches on when a song is just past the music. In terms of literature, I just put together what I felt was a good body of work, said Brent Faiyaz. Faiyaz stated that he would just put together what he feels was right and a good body of work. What he wanted to create, the story he wanted to tell in that particular point in time. Brent Faiyaz is an artist that will change the R&B landscape, and generations to come will be inspired by his music. A fusion of hip-hop, old soul music, 70s soul music, and 50s jazz and rock influences for what we call today Brent Faiyaz's music. You can live a life worth everything if only you chase your dreams. Seek adventure.
Harry, how y'all feeling?
Really some way of living my life today. I listen to rap for that shit. Yeah. So I felt like, to me, that's what R&B was missing. Was just perspective. I don't like just listening to records that sound good where it's just words. I like to be able to people a whole narrative and find some opinions about it or just something. Yeah. There's got to be some dialogue that's had. So I think that's what I've kind of like just honed in on, is just making sure that the music has perspective versus it just being some shit that you sing. Right. Just because you sing, people want you to sing sweet nothings. You know what I mean? Literally, like just sing some sweet shit into my ear and that's all I want to hear. But I feel like some shit gotta have some perspective, and I think that's what separates my music.
It's funny because today Puffy tweeted out something like "Who killed R&B?" and it always seems like a conversation around, challenging the state of R&B. Like, is what going on now meet the standards of the past, of the 90s and the 2000s and stuff like that? I
mean, people are so stuck in that classic, R&B mode, R&B trope that it's like, there's people that wouldn't classify me as an R&B artist. There's people that's like, that ain't R&B, that ain't what I know. And if that's the case, then I guess not. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't live and die by no damn genre. You know what I'm saying? I don't think like this is what this. I really don't care. If you think it's R&B music, cool. If you don't think it's R&B music, cool. Like, I don't give a shit like that. I just be making music. People love it. The shit honest. I don't know what to tell you.
But with the songwriting, do you think that sometimes people, because there is a lot of, just some melodic stuff that may not have a lot of substance to it, that some of the stuff with substance like yourself gets overlooked because you look at this newer generation that it's not the same as the past?
Hell yeah, but that's with any genre. That's just music, period. That's evolution, right? Since the beginning of time, there's people that have been used to music that's been a certain way. Then some new shit come out, then the older motherfuckers hate it, the young motherfuckers love it. Then it just go on and on. Like, it kind of pisses me off that motherfuckers are still doing this shit. Like, we all know what's gonna happen. This new shit that everybody hate right now is gonna take over the fucking world. Then everybody's gonna get super attached to it. Then some whole other shit gonna come out that's gonna take over the fucking world. But the last thing I'm gonna do is be the old motherfucker that's finna look at some young niggas and be like, man, this shit garbage. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I find that like, I think motherfuckers gotta just have more foresight, you know what I mean? I think just keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and just like look for some new shit. I'm always looking for some new shit.
I was gonna say, are there other things you gotta do to have people on?
Away a little bit.
I don't really know what the fuck is going on. Yeah. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
I think everybody today uses that term, my truth. It's all relative,
And people like to say, oh, art is all subjective. Certain shit is just not subjective.
It's not subjective at all.
But then it's funny as shit because everybody living their own truth, but at the same point, it's like if you go against the grain, whatever that old truth is that motherfuckers living.
Yeah.
Now it's like, nah, what are you doing? You're offending me. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on now, bro.
Yeah.
It's like everybody is free to be themselves unless it's some shit that you don't fuck with, and then you're not free to be yourself. It's like, bro, so now I'm stepping outside the box doing some whole other shit. You trying to tell me to go back to what I was doing? Bro, you're not making no sense. You want me to step outside the box within a box? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna decide what the box is within the box. Well, if you think about it, you don't decide to be born. You don't decide to die.
Right.
So what really can you decide?
Facts though.
I have to find my way out. The way is not my way now. I have to find my way out. The way is not my way out. I have to find my way now. Your way is not my way now.